King Diamond. Would you go back and play and record with him?
Yeah, I would love to. It's great, you know. But he's got a great drummer, and they have their band they tagging along with. So I did play with King on Sweden Rock. It was me and Michael Denner, my old guitar player there, and Andy and Hal and me and King. So it was an original blend, kind of, because Denner never played with Hal.
Okay.
It was Timmy Hansen while Michael Denner was there, but Hal is still kind of, Hal and Pete was still in the original, I call it, you know, the really good years we had in the 80s. So there was two formations, kind of. It was me, Hal, and Pete and Andy, and there was me, Denner, Timmy, and Andy. So, you know, it was two formations, that kind of, and it was great fun. So, you know, if I ever had a chance, it'd be you know, a privilege, a pleasure. It'd be great to do something like that.
As I mentioned before, you come back to Germany every year. Is it just
it's like a fucking nightmare.
You keep haunting us.
We keep coming back.
Is it just because you love the crowds, or what is it?
No, but just look for yourself. Every show sold out. They're moving us to bigger arenas. There's something special in Germany. We always said it, you know. I have to go back in time here to, I'd say, early mid-90s, where a lot of countries, they didn't drop us, but we did really shitty. I mean, we couldn't even tour England. France was not even to talk about. And there's a few countries that always stuck to Motörhead, even in the early mid-90s, where we did have a bit of a dip. Not because we wrote shit albums or sounded bad, but it was just that type of time, you know. We got pushed away, pushed aside a little bit. There was a lot of other types of music that took a lot of space on the rock scene and media, and bands like us and Saxon and Purple, and you know, we kind of had to step aside a little bit, which is fine, but it was a struggle. But countries like Germany, Sweden, never ever gave up. I have to say the Germans has really carried Motörhead, and when we decided to do the Stage Fright DVD, that's why we did that in Düsseldorf at the Philipshalle in Germany. We said they really deserve to have a great live album made here, or DVD. And we always thought a little extra about Germany. And Scandinavia has to be said too, because we've always been able to come back to Sweden, Norway, Finland, Denmark, little less, but at least Norway, Sweden, Finland's been like Germany, always been there for us, you know. And a lot of countries, I mean, Holland and Belgium's been great too, and Switzerland been always really good. And then certain countries have come and gone a little bit.
Okay.
But as of now, I think they're all with us, so it's great, you know.
Back up there. You've played with a lot of very good musicians, excellent ones. You've traveled the world, as we said before.
A lot of shit ones too.
A lot of shit ones too. We're not going to mention names here. But what does a musician like you still have a dream, a wish who to play with?
Oh God, there's so many that I'd like to play with, you know. I can put up formations for you here till tomorrow that I'd like to play with, but that's kind of chasing a dead horse around, really. I mean, I'm very satisfied what I'm doing. And just the fact, I think you start thinking about these things if you're not working hard. Then people seem to grab for other, you know, to do other things, and they want to move on. And yes, I feel that too. But we work so hard with Motörhead, I really don't have the energy of even dreaming about doing other projects and putting things together. There'll be a time and place for that, I'm sure, and I have some ideas already that I'd like to do, which I will do. But as hard as we work now, forget it. You know, it's like the days I don't tour or don't play, I need to recover my body, and I like to be with my other family. I like to see the boys and the fam a little more, you know, and so that is a big, important recharging element for this band
can imagine, yep.
And this is a good rechargement for the other family. So it's a good balance. You got to keep that in balance, and as long as you have it in balance, you can work in two worlds, you know. But once one take over a little bit, you're in trouble. So when it comes to other bands coming in or to tour or play with other people, as I just mentioned, King Diamond would be great to do a record with him. But when the hell would I have a chance or time to do it? You know, that's a different story. But there's so many other musicians. Yes, I like to play with, but I could put up formations forever for you. I'm not even going to go there.
People always think you guys are rock stars and it must be all about the glamour and all about, you know, partying all night, drinking all night, having whole lots of women or whatever and drugs, and what is it really like?
Look at this. It's a very quiet room. The Jack Daniels not even opened. I even had a single beer. I'm sitting here drinking water. That's how much rock star Mikkey Dee is today. No,
maybe it's the tobacco.
The tobacco. No, I gotta tell you, these days you have to. I personally like to pick my moments. Mm-hmm. You know, we're in Offenbach on a Monday. It's pouring down rain, and we have to go. There's no use for me to sit here and get fucking wasted and then roll around in a bus drunk as a scum till I reach Stuttgart tomorrow. No, but you know, you roll into Halle on a November Tuesday, forget it, you know. But you're in Munich on Friday, yes, or Hamburg or Berlin or Frankfurt or Düsseldorf or Cologne, or, you know. You got to pick your moments a little more careful nowadays. And as I said again, we tour so hard that shit, I don't have the energy, you know, of partying. I mean, I stayed behind in Eindhoven and partied my ass off there with some friends, and then went straight to Düsseldorf and did the show, you know. And in Düsseldorf, I was pretty tired after the show, so I didn't party there. We had to go anyway, you know. It depends on the drives and how it looks, you know. But as I said, you know, people work weekdays, you know, most of them go home and it's chasing a dead horse around, you know. So I'd rather have a good Wiener Schnitzel and a good movie and sleep well. Because for me, I mean, musically, I want to be able to deliver. I don't want to be sitting there like a wet fucking mattress and hotel and feel sorry for myself and be hungover. And I want to go out there and be powerful, and to be able to do that, no, I can't party 7 days a week.
Great. So
All
we
right.
really got to stop now. Thank you so much, Mikkey Dee.
No problem.
Have a
Thank you very
great
much.
tour with
Good questions.